Hello, Buccaneer fans. Welcome to another exciting year of Bantam hockey. This is the first of many games where I'll be coming to you live from the rink. Don't worry. We have about 2.5 minutes to go in the warm-up. Teams are out warming up right now. We will switch over to the live feed shortly. I wanted to welcome you to an exciting year. Those of you that have been in the past with me, appreciate you coming back. Some of the parents last year on the Pee Wee team, very helpful and thoughtful with their praises for this, and I hope to carry that through this year and help out all of the new parents and grandparents that are out there watching as well. I do have my trusty sidekick next to me. She will be a little bit quiet today because we're still trying to figure out how to get everything working again.
Hello. I'm back again this year for another game of good hockey. I've had to refresh practicing on how to do everything to get the scoreboard for our intermissions. We have 1:45 left to go in warm-ups. Back to you, Dad.
Thanks, Scarlett, for your help. She will be manning the scoreboard operation and all the fun things you'll see on your screen throughout the game. So just over a minute and a half to go here before we get started. So we will switch over to the live feed. Welcome you into Motto McLean Ice Arena in Hitchcock Park in Omaha. As customary for me, I like to show everyone what kind of rink we're playing in. It's a pretty nice rink. There's a little lobby, a little viewing area, concession stand and such. Locker rooms are on that end. Slide on over to the benches. And there's the other end. Not a whole lot to the rink, but it serves its purpose, and we enjoy coming here. So. A lot of new faces on the team this year compared to last year, so we will get those going for you. In goal, Uriah Ford, Eli Sickles, Aiden Lambert, Blake Redcamper, Colts East, Deacon Benning, Graham Herron, West Main, Gavin Hazel, Brody Burns, Jensen Walker, among a few of the old names that recognize from previous years. So there's your lineup for this year. Don't worry, we'll have that on our next game also, which is at 5:15 right after this one. So there'll be a little break. It is a new link. So if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please do so, and you will get notifications when we go live in case you don't get the link from your family member that provided you initially.
The game is going to start once they all huddle up. It's time, Buccaneer fans. Subscribe, put notifications on, and let's get the hockey game going.
Thank you, Scarlett. Today, the Buccaneers are going to wear their white tops. Majority of them will be red breezers and white with blue and white striped socks. For Omaha, they are not going to be the Mavericks, they're the Lancers, so we'll get that updated here. And we'll get those logos updated for you also. All right, both sides are ready to go. On the ice to start, Kenny Shizzle, Boston Ewing and Deacon Benning are the forwards with Grant walked. And looks like Cam Hentz is back there on defense. Omaha wins the face-off, carries it into the attacking zone, centering pass. Disrupted in front of the net. Omaha plays it behind their net. Deacon Benning with it on the far boards. Shizzle at the blue line, dumped in by Omaha behind the net. Centering pass, wide into the corner, gathered by Shizzle on the near boards. Puck goes in front of the net. Blocked by Ford. Carrying out by Cam Hentz. Hentz carries it into the attacking zone. White switching their defense. Aiden Lambert can't get it on his stick, loses it at the blue line. Kaiser over to Shizzle. Shizzle tries to pass it up to Hentz, loses it off his stick. Cam there to recover. Back to Kaiser. Can't find the stick of Hentz. Omaha carries into the zone. They've got a 2-on-none. Shot and a goal. Goal for the Lancers. Turnover at center ice led to essentially a 2-on-1. And Omaha puts the first points of the year. Brett Kemper in the corner. Puck still loose behind the net. West Main with it along the near boards. Shot from the point, high over the net, into the corner. Brett Kemper out to Brody Burns. Brett Kemper still with it. Dumped deep into the corner as Omaha goes on a change. Kaiser back to get it. Over to Lambert. Tries the centering pass to Maine. Omaha dumps it. Chases in behind the net. Brett Kemper there. And gets shouldered into the boards. Shot by Omaha, wide of the net. Centering pass, can't find anybody but a Buck. Carries it down, Rick Kemper with it. Carries the zone end to end. Centering pass. Main in front. I got 4 Lancers in front of the net. Space these boys out a little bit. Rick Kemper with a shot from the point, misses wide left. Karams along the boards. Burke is getting, we got offsides. Looks like maybe an offsides call. So we'll get a face-off here in the neutral zone. 9:49 here in the first period. Lancers on top 1-0. Jensen Walker to the face-off. Evan Burke, Gavin Hazel out with him. Heron and Walked back on defense. Heron pressures the puck. Heron plays it behind the net over to Walk. Grant walked over to Walker, clears the zone. Omaha touches up. Evan Burke pressures along the red line. Hazel and Burke with it at the blue line. Evan with the little dump. Hazel with it into the slot. Walked, intercepts at the blue line. Buccaneers pull it out, try to re-enter the zone. Heron with a long diagonal pass to Walker. Just a little bit in front. Omaha gathers and breaks out. Chipped in, walked over to protect. Deacon tries to intercept at center ice. Puck is still with Omaha, but not contained. Walker pressuring at the blue line. Omaha with it. Saved by Uriah Ford. Backhand shot misses wide to the corner. Big save, Uriah. Deacon Benning clears the zone. Those of you watching, if you have any complaints or ideas or can't understand me or hear me, please let me know. Otherwise, I just assume I sound angelic on these calls. But occasionally there is a hiccup here or there that I can try and fix if I know to fix it. We'll get a high stick waved off. Bucs play about center ice. Omaha takes the zone, and then we get an offsides. Coming back to a face-off. 7:20 left to go here in the period. Lancers on top 1-0. Pass intercepted out. We had a breakaway. Brody Burns. Shot saved by the goalkeeper. Cam Hentz with the shot misses just wide of the net. Omaha with Des Moines with their best chances thus far. Long diagonal pass into the corner, gathered up by Brody Burns. Up to West Main, loses it off the heel of his stick. Brody there. Receives another pass. We have a 1-on-3. Brody pulls it back, takes a shot, misses wide of the net. Kaiser with it on the half wall. Gets it. Shot misses wide, deflected. Lambert tries to put it on net. Swept away by the goalkeeper. Omaha going the other way. Dispossessed. Kaiser at the blue line. And we'll get an offsides. 6:11 left here in the first period. Bucs trail 1-0. Omaha going the other way. We get an offsides. They had a 3-on-1. Just a half a skate too early. Walker at the faceoff. Walker giving chase. Omaha on the far side. Tries to backhand. Ooh, centering shot hits the post. Bounces out. Walker flicks on. Burke and Walker in 2-on-2. Shot, just over the net by Evan Burke. Centering pass by Hazel goes all the way through to the far side. Puck scoots around to the far corner. Walker with it, sends it back around. Evan Burke there to collect for the Bucs. Heron gets it along the near boards. Big diagonal pass to Gavin Hazel. He's going to get a penalty Looks to be to Gavin Hazel. Omaha referee not happy about, or excuse me, Omaha coach. Bantam level hockey. Checks are allowed. Pushing is not still. Shot. Omaha goes through Uriah's legs off his stick and puts another power play goal on the board for Omaha. They lead 2-0. Just under 5 minutes to go. Skirmish along the near boards. Out to Walked. Takes it behind the net. Ooh, clearing pass hits the referee along the half wall. Hence with it behind the net. Puck skates free. Omaha gets it on the side. Ewing clears it up to Shizzle. So we're going to get a penalty delayed call. Deacon along the near side loses it. Omaha touches up, and the Bucs will go on their first power play. Face off to the right of the Omaha goalkeeper. Kaiser with it on the left point, over to Reckamper at the right point, skates it in, shoots, glove save by the keeper and held. That took 9 seconds off the clock. And we will have a face-off in the other dots. Brody Burns will take the face-off. Wins it back to Kaiser at the high slot. Takes it, blocked by the defender. Kaiser tries to push it ahead, loses his skates. Omaha's going the other way, shorthanded. Reckamper delays into the corner. Centering pass blocked. Reckamper doing great work in the corner. Puck goes through the crease. We're going to get an icing call. And come all the way back down.
Omaha's penalty has just 50 seconds left. Hopefully the Bucs can pull it off.
That's right, Scarlett. Love your optimism. Long face-off. Yep, we're going to get another penalty. Interference is what the call was. I'm not sure if it was really interference or Evan Burke got shoved from behind. It's going to be a common call, I believe, this year. But the Bucs, more importantly, have a 5-on-3 for the next 40 seconds. Let's see if they can get something going, something towards the net. Burke along the near side into the dots. Loses it. Omaha clears it down for an icing. 23 seconds left to go on the first Omaha penalty. Minute 13 on the second. We need to get the puck into a little bit of space here on the right side. We have Gavin Hazel, Graham Heron lined up in the slots. Walker tries to win it back to Walks, can't get it. Possesses in the corner, centering pass, deflected away. Heron over to Walked. Walked with a low shot, knocked in front of the net. Goalie covers it up. Good real attack there for the Bucs. 10 seconds to go.
Stop stealing my line.
Walker to Hazel. Hazel from the high dot. Omaha gloves it and holds it. Bucs get a line change. Nothing really going on that stretch. We get a different face-off here. Boston Ewing with it. Lancers get it.
The first penalty is gone. The player is now back on the ice. The second one has just under 40 seconds.
Cam Hentz takes it into the attacking zone, drops it off for Ewing in the dot. Blocked by a Lancer, tries to clear it. Everett Kaiser disrupts enough, gets enough of the stick to prevent a decent shot. Kenny Shizzle gives chase. Kaiser behind his own net. 10 seconds to go. Over to Beacon. Beacon up the half wall. Out to Boston Ewing at center ice. Shizzle carries it in. Benning gathers it in the corner over to Ewing. Checked up by a Lancer stick. Cam Hentz chases it down for the Bucs. Ooh, Omaha was in the middle of a line change there. Bad time to turn it over, but an offsides. Both penalties are over. Both teams are at full strength. 1:17 left here in the first period. Bucs trail 2-0. Walk clears the zone for the Bucs. Omaha sends it back in for another offsides.
Can I see the next time? Like the time? Next
Do it when there's a minute to go.
minute?
Omaha shot from the right side.
Under a minute to go in this first period.
Blake Redcamper dispossesses, clears it into the penalty box.
There isn't a player but a puck.
We didn't like that puck anyway. Let's get a new one out. Neutral zone face-off, 46 seconds to go. Brody Burns ties up at the blue line. Squirts out. Aiden Lambert with it. Over to Brody Burns. Crosses the red line, sends it in deep. West Main chases in the near corner. Tries a centering pass, hits a Lancer. Walk tries to get something from the point. 25 to go. Lambert and Walk back. 2-on-1 for the Lancers. Good save by Walk. Off his skate, over to Main. Gets it out to Grant. Up to Brody. 10 seconds to go. We're going to get an icing call. Referee says nope, let it go. Half wall, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. We'll leave it here in the middle. At the end of the first period, the score 2-0 in favor of the Lancers. We will be back in just a minute with the start of the second.
And we're back for the second period. Lancers lead 2. Bucs fall behind 0. Hopefully this period is the Bucs. They can get goals or the Lancers won't. Let's go Bucs.
Thank you, Scarlett. Coming out here at the start of the second period. Gavin Hazel, Jensen Walker, Graham Heron, Cam Hentz, and Evan Burke at the far side. See if we can get a little magic going with this lineup. Both sides at full strength. Hentz misplays it at the blue line, recovers, clears into the neutral zone. Heron backhands it up to Hazel at the blue line, pushes ahead to the red line. Collision at the right point. Puck squirts free. Lancers get it. Covered up by Ford and held. Is that fan? When you touch it, does it go quiet? Or you put your foot on it? Evan Burke with it. The blue line carries in through the neutral zone, loses it. Decides to go up against the board. Some more checking here in front of the net. Evan Burke carries it behind the net, gets ahead of steam going. Got an elbow to his head. Loses it. Hentz gathers it center ice. Burke still with it. Walker tries to put it into the zone. Heron with it. Up along the near boards to Burke. Burke gets a little bit of space. Takes it out wide. Shoots it across the goal mouth. Gathered by Walker in the corner. Omaha with it. Dispossessed by Heron. Poor clearing chance. Takes a shot, puts it in. Oh, saved by Hentz. Puck gets through Ford's glove and Hentz pushes it just to the side of the net. Ewing and Hentz in the corner for the Bucs. Sends it up. Heron gathers behind the net. Lancers in for a change. Graham below the red line. Burke up at the point. Causes an errant pass. Ewing tries to clear it. Hits Burke. Centering pass in front of the net. Cleared out by the Bucs. We're going to get an icing call, so we'll just leave it here. 10:22 left to go here in the second. And really the Bucs haven't had much offense to talk about yet. Puck along the near board, squirts free in front of the net, kicked forward by Kaiser, couldn't get it on his stick, used his skate instead. Centering pass, blocked by Ford, out to the high slot, sent back in, kicked out by Ford. Kaiser behind the net, pushes into the corner. Puck comes free in the slot, takes a shot and scores. Left open, right down Broadway. Then Omaha goes up 3-0. Lancer got loose in between the dots. Made us pay. Lancers on top 3-0. Omaha gathers behind the net. Walked with it up to Ewing outside the dot, centering pass, over Deacon's stick. Kaiser with it, sends it into Boston behind the net, gathers it into the corner. Centering pass, Shizzle gets a stick lifted in front of the net. Good opportunity, great pass from Boston. Well, we're going to get a tripping call here. No, sorry, it was going to be an icing. I saw the ref throw his hands up. Thought it was a delayed penalty. It was just an offside, or excuse me, an icing. Ewing to Shizzle up in the far point. Puck can't clear the zone. Kaiser gets it. Sends a nice long diagonal pass. Benning gives chase. Answers past center ice. Stood up by Walked. Pushed away by Ford. Everett Kaiser. Diagonal pass. Omaha sent in to Walked. Clear out to Burns. Burns tries to get a long diagonal, can't get there. Lambert, Main with a little backhand push. Omaha sends it into the zone. Going to gather it up by Walked. Kaiser not ready for the pass. Clearing pass stopped by a skate by Burns. And Main clears the zone. Walked around the boards to Main, tries to push it on. Lancers intercept. Walked up, pushes against the boards. That's going to be a check here. Yep, ref, you call it. Yep, we're going to get a check from behind. Bucs are going to go on a power play. Minute 30. A lot of confusion about what's really going on here. It's just a regular penalty. Try to address it here. Referee, just a minute 30. Just a check from behind, I believe, is going to be the call. I don't know if it's cross-checking. We'll go with that. Because checking is allowed. I don't think it was boarding. But either way, the result is the Bucs have a power play. Hare and Reckhemper out there. Hazel, Walker, and Burke. And you see the screen there. 7:08 left here in the second. Bucs trail 3-0. Another opportunity. Try and put something on the board here, boys. Omaha wins the faceoff. Clears it out to the point. Heron tries to chase. Saved by Ford's skate. Cleared out by Heron to Burke. Burke going the other way. He has Walker with him in the middle. Omaha pushes him up against the boards. Reckhemper's there. Hazel's there. Omaha's going to go the other way with it. Going to be a 2-on-1 with 3 back checkers. Goes out wide. Blocked away by Ford. Puck along the near boards. Hazel gathers behind the net. Tries to get it up to Walker. Walker tries to clear. Centering pass. Herons hits Graham in the skate. Pushed up against the boards. Centering pass, nobody home. Jensen Walker with it. Tries to clear it out over to Hazel. Hazel loses it. Omaha has to check up and just dumps it in behind the net. Heron gets it up to Burke. Burke loses it momentarily. Takes it into the attacking zone, goes behind a skater and loses it.
Under 5 seconds to go with the penalty.
Walker with a shot. Missed wide of the net. Puck is loose in the corner. Reckhemper from the right dots. This is wide left. Walker deflects the pass. Heron gathers inside the attacking zone. We're going to have an offside. Heron didn't see Burke deep in the corner. Tried to play a diagonal, and we get an offsides call. Penalty is over. 5.5 to go here in the second period. Ewing with it in the near corner. Backhands to Benning. Can't get it on his stick. Omaha clears out. Kept in by Kaiser momentarily. Omaha still with it. Cross ice. Deacon Benning giving chase to the blue line. Hentz plays it off the ledge with the toe of his stick. Omaha gathers. Takes a shot, misses wide left. Omaha with another one. That was a shot across the goal mouth. Kaiser clears hard along the far side. Kenny Shizzle gets it. Has Deacon Benning with him. Tries to go between the legs. Blocked by the Omaha skate. We're going to get an icing, so we'll just leave it back at this end. Ooh, a little rush there. Kenny Shizzle splits the legs. That goes to Deacon for a 1-on-none. So, Des Moines getting their legs under them a little bit. First game playing together as a team against somebody not themselves or the terrific partners from the U19 Lady Wild. It's all a different, it's a different game when you get out here and tie them up for a real league game. We're going to have a deep pass. It's going to be icing, but Walk gets there. I'm not sure if it would have got to the red line or not. Walk clears it out. Lambert's giving chase. Main on the forecheck. A little bit of pressure. Pushes it into the corner. Goes and retrieves. Tries to center it behind the net. Lancers break out through the middle. Lambert applying pressure, gets it West Main, carries it in. Tries to dump it deep below the red line. Omaha collects, carries around the near side. Referee gets a little bit in the way. Cleared out by Heron, takes it along the far side. Into the attacking zone. Takes a shot, misses wide of the net. Follows it up, Lambert with it. The high point, sends it back in deep. Brody Burns there. Cam Hentz along the left point. Sends it into Lambert, centering shot. Burke blocked by a Lancer defenseman. Omaha carries it in, dispossessed by Heron at the red line. He loses it along the boards. Now he has a back check. It's a shot wide of the net along the far side. Walker gives chase for an offsides. Too many men. We're going to go, is it going to go too many men? Or is it going to go offsides? What's our call here? We're going to get too many men. Player was not off the ice yet when the player that came on played it. Very attentive there by the official. Burke with it on the half wall over to Heron. Hentz opens up a spot for Heron, top of the dots, takes a shot, gloved by the Omaha goalie. Just over 2 minutes to go here. Bucs on another power play. Can't find a way to get a decent shot on net. Burke over to Heron. Back to Walker against the boards. Hence dispossessions momentarily. We're going to get an icing. Nope, it's never going to get there. Puck spinning on edge. Heron back to retrieve. Plays along the near side. Burke. Ford covers it up. And we'll have a face-off. 1:30 to go. Ewing with it along the middle. Carries it into the blue line. Takes a shot. Pushed away. Shizzle with it in the corner. Pass to Deacon off his skate. Kaiser tries to keep it in. Ewing back to Reckhemper. Sends it into the top of the dots. 15 to go on the penalty. 1 minute to go in the period. Ewing taking it through neutral zone. Over to Shizzle. Shizzle tries to stick handle through the dots. Backhand shot into the Omaha goalie, who covers it up. Deacon Benning there for the trash that never came. .47 seconds to go. Shizzle along the far boards. Ewing with it. Carries in below the zone. Off the skate. Bounces in front of the net. Omaha gathers. Reckhemper keeps it in. Reckhemper keeps it in. Ewing behind the net. Shizzle blocks it. Omaha, one last go. Kaiser stands him up at the blue line. 13 seconds to go. Long diagonal pass. Benning there with it, backhands, 3 seconds to go. Ewing with it, top of the key, the dots. And the period's going to end 3-0 Lancers.
That's the end of the second period. We'll be back soon with the third.
We're back for the start of the third period. Bucs trail 3-0 here in this first game. See if we can get one on the board. These two teams do play again in about 30 minutes, so it'd be good to get some momentum going into that second game. No icing called. Just touched a player in the neutral zone. Hence on the near side. Loses puck, goes around the back of the net. Walk giving chase to the corner. Centering pass. Lancer is trying to put it in. And puck squirts free in front of the net. And the Lancers put it away. 4-0 Lancers. Hence loses it at the blue line, gathered up by Walk, backhand over to Lambert on the far side. Loses it in front of the Omaha bench. Puck squirts into the Bucs defensive zone. Walk carries it off Lambert's skates. A shot in front of the net and gets in past Ford. A lot of puck action. Can't control the puck, can't clear the puck. And Omaha makes us pay again. 5-0. Heron with it along the far boards, waiting for help. Another centering pass by Omaha. Burke's going to go the other way with it. Oh, tries a toe drag, hits his Lancer in the skate. Heron in the foot race. Kaiser dispossesses in front of the goal mouth. Gathered up by Walker on the far side. Sends it in. And we're going to get an icing on that one. Good idea by Walker, just played it a titch too early. Shot in, blocked away by Ford. Reckamper up to Walker. Loses it behind the end line. Another centering pass. Puck loose in front of the net. Shot into Ford. Ford covers it up. And we get the whistle. Shizzle carries it through the zone, gets shoved up in front of the Omaha bench. Puck comes along the near side, gathered by Blake Raykamper. Up to Shizzle. Gathered by Boston just outside of the zone, carried in by Deacon, offsides. Boston couldn't get a control of it going into the zone. Deacon tried to clean up the mess. Hence carries into the attacking zone all the way down along the end line. Centering pass, up off the goalie's stick. Covers it with his glove. We're going to get a somebody hurt. Lacey just jumped up like. Heron keeps it in at the right point. Sends it back down to Boston behind the net. Puck is loose, gathered. Looks like Shizzle had it momentarily. Walked, keeps it in briefly. Omaha gathers. Benning collects at the blue line. Tries to carry it in. Stood up. Puck comes loose to Heron. Over to Benning. Back to Heron. Tries to gather. Deacon tries a toe drag. Collects with it. Dumps it in. Chases into the corner. Walked from the point, sends it behind the net, trying to get something going for the team in white. Back to Walk at center ice, over to Heron. Heron on edge, scoots over his stick. Great centering pass. Shizzle giving chase. Collected by Walked. And we're going to get an offsides from the referee that's not on the line. The ref that was standing on the line did not call it. 6:15 left to go, running clock here in the third. I honestly couldn't tell you if it's been running the whole time or if it's just because they're up 5-0, but West Main with it on the near boards now into the corner. Omaha with it behind the net. Centering pass clears all the way up to the high slot. Brody Burns deep below the end line. Puck is loose. I believe that is Cam Hentz. Centering shot by Omaha misses wide of the net. Brody Burns below the end line. Doesn't clear it. Burns gets it back. Tries to go across the ice. Kaiser can't clear it. Puck goes into the corner, gathered by Hentz. Hentz is going to bring it up through the dots. Diagonal to nobody as Omaha's clearing. Backhand centering. Gathered by Hentz, loses it off the end of his stick, sends it back behind the net into the far corner. Kaiser over to Maine, up along the half wall. Maine clears the zone, pushes it up to Burns. Hentz getting off the ice in the middle of a change. Ray Kemper on. Takes a shot, hits the post. Keeps it out. Gathered by Burns. We're going to get a tripping call as Burns tried to go around the defender. Cole is in concussion, so Burns is using his jerseys because he didn't order. So Brody is wearing Cole's jersey. Just trying to help you out. Omaha with a shot to the far side. Moyne clears out to the neutral zone.
He's just under 1 minute to go.
Heron goes up to Burke, tries a toe drag. Walker gets it center ice, finally enters the zone with Hazel. Gavin Hazel in the corner with two Lancers. Hazel tries to get it out to Heron at the point, intercepted by Omaha. Clears the zone and the Bucs have to check up. Heron gets it over to Walker, gathered by Hazel on the near boards. Drops to Walker. Walker with a shot. Glove saved by the Omaha goalie. We will get a face-off here. And the penalty will be over right on the face-off. We're at 2 minutes to go. A little over 2 minutes. Let the action play out here. Deacon Benning carries it in through the neutral zone. Wide shot low, kicked by the goalkeeper. Side shot. We got a no goal. Deacon tried a zero angle off the goalie, and it looks like he sat on it before he crossed the line. Good shot by Deacon. Offsides, referee calls. Omaha clears the zone. Walked with it. Center ice. E-wing tries to carry it in. Shizzle keeps it in. Benning behind the net. Centering pass. Walked with the shot. Up and over the net. Benning tries to get it back to the middle. Shizzle still there. Kaiser goes after it. Lancers 1-on-3 the other way. Leaves it at the blue line. Boston there to collect. 30 seconds to go. Diagonal pass to Shizzle. Dumps it into the corner for Benning. Ewing gets a shot. Kaiser loses his skates. Walked in a 3-on-1. Omaha deep pass. Centering pass. Doesn't find the stick. Cleared out by by Kaiser. 2 seconds, 1 second. And this first game is in the books. Score 5-0 Lancers. These teams will play again in approximately 15 minutes. They will scrape the ice and then we will be back. Go ahead and it'll be a new link for a new game. So if you have that link, be sure to jump over to that one in about 15 minutes and we will get this one going. So until then, we will see you all at the next one.